Hello, and how is you? And how are you doing today? So today I am here to check on you, to ask you, how are you doing? How is the world treating you? And how are you treating the world? Did you know that your thoughts and your intentions affect the world around us? Affects the universe? Yes. So how are you treating the world? The world will give back to us what we give to it. Yes, you see. So, I hope that you are doing wonderful, and I hope that you are doing just fine. So today I would like to talk about spirituality. Thank you for being a part of my spiritual life, because it has been a spiritual life for me. From before birth, it has been a calling into the deeper things of spirituality. And so now you are a part of that spiritual life. I would like to talk about my life with you, if it is one that could give courage and hope to other lives. So let me begin by saying that this has not been a spiritual journey for me. No, it has not. It has been a spiritual life. From birth, from before I was born, it seems as if my karmic memory was training me for what I now know. Because I would always go from death to life, death back to life, death back to life. Throughout my life, this has been happening to me. And now at this time in my life, when I have experienced what people call the awakened or awakening, or some people called it mukti. Now that I know what it is, I now realize that the death and back to life and the death and back to life was preparing me for this experience. Because enlightenment or mukti is the equivalent of dying, you see. Because what happens during this process is that we cross over the veil. The veil is broken. The veil between the physical and the spiritual is torn, and your soul crosses through, and you are between dimensions, not alive and not dead. Well, I did not say that right. Yes, you are alive, but between dimensions. But it is the equivalent of what we believe to be death, dying, because your physical body is down and your spiritual body is up, more powerful, and the physical body, there's no need for it. So during this process, everything shut off in my body. Everything shut off. There was no need for food, no need for drinking water, no need for money, no desire for the earth, no desire for anything. I was full. You are fulfilled. You are fulfilled and complete. And there was no need for the physical body, none whatsoever. The physical body was irrelevant at this point. So this is why we come here. As human beings, we come here, powerful giants, spiritual beings. And we come here for a short human experience. Just a short one. And then we go back to where we came from. And that is, we go back to immortality. There is no thing as death. There is only life. Death should not be feared. We have been misinformed. There is no such thing as dying. Because I'm telling you now, I've experienced death over and over. And this last time, when I experienced mukti, the crossing over from the physical to the spiritual, it was the most beautiful experience that I have no words to describe. So, and I crossed over from life, because I was alive when it happened. I crossed over from life into more life, you see. There's no such thing as death. When I crossed over from the physical into the spiritual, I was more alive than I could have ever felt. I was vibrantly alive, and I was everywhere at one time. In every place at one time. There is no such thing as death. None. When we pass away from this earth, our physical body dies and decays, but your spirit body, your energetic body, your bliss body is fully alive and having a full-on life experience to its fullest. And it's beautiful, it's blissed. I was in that state for over a year. Bliss. Some people call it nirvana. I don't know. I have no words to describe this experience that we as humans come here to experience. We come here looking for something, do we not, you see? We come here seeking something, do we not, you see? And we have created so many different means and so many different ways looking for something, you see. There are so many denominations and so many theologies and so many religions out there. Why is this? Because in our souls, we are looking for something to fulfill us, to complete us. It is what we call, or what some people call, mukti, enlightenment, nirvana. We are looking to go back from that place that we came from, because we come here in this lower vibrational dimension, earth. And what society has set up for us and designed for us, it's causing us suffering. And so we want to find peace and ease. So we go looking for it. We call it God. So God is within us. God is within you. If you are looking for God, to make connection to that source that you call God, look within. Know yourself. See, when it comes to me, I spent a life looking for God. From childhood, I was looking for God. It was almost as if I came looking, seeking, never finding, until 2020. After I have had exhausted all the religions that you could think of, never finding God, I said, I've looked all my life and I didn't find you. But there is one place that I have not looked, one way that I have not looked, because this is shunned upon by the holy people. But because I was beginning to awaken to some truth, I had to do extensive research into this different belief system. And I began to listen to different gurus, different mystics talk about meditation, yes, and kundalini, and enlightenment. And what is this? What are these things that they are talking about? So I did a meditation. I didn't know anything would happen. I just thought maybe I will become more psychic. Maybe I will become more clairvoyant or more prophetic, more spiritual. Let's do this meditation. And it is the activation of the energy centers from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. When I did the meditation that night, I felt the energy centers come alive, like they are on fire, and they began to move by themselves, going up and up and up and all the way to my head. Now, one of the most important things that you must know during this experience, when you do it, is when you feel your energy centers come alive and begin to move on their own and start to move up your body on their own, do not be afraid. Let it go. Surrender to it. It is a little bit frightening if you're not used to it, because I was afraid, and I thought to myself with my eyes closed, I thought, okay, I guess the spirit is going to take my life, because what is this moving within my body on its own? When it got to my heart, there was extreme pain in my heart. When the energy center in my heart became activated, there was pain there. And I said, oh, well, I guess my heart's gonna stop. No, it continued to my throat, and then it continued to my head. And then I thought for sure, maybe my head is going to explode. I didn't know what was happening, and it was frightening, but I didn't open my eyes, and I just surrendered to it, and I let it. And when it got in the top of my head, I didn't know what it was doing up there, but I just felt pressure in the top of my head, and I said, oh, there it is. I guess I'm gone, but I'm not opening my eyes. I surrendered to it. And I woke up the next day, and I was bliss. And so, one of the reasons why I'm going to be talking about this experience a lot is because this is what I am teaching about. I am teaching, everything that I am teaching is coming from the basis of that particular experience, you see. Before, when I was younger, when I was a child, 8, 9 years old, I was teaching religion. I changed doctrines, and I turned to Christianity, and then I began to teach Christianity. So I will teach from a place of what I believe and what I know. So religion and Christianity I believed and was taught and I knew. Spirituality, however, I've experienced. So I speak from a point of my belief and what I experience and what I know. So I will be talking and making videos mainly from that specific experience that we call. Beautiful thing to see. Shamans are rising up. Mystics are rising up. Healers are rising up. I see them all over YouTube. Healers are rising up. Okay? It is beautiful to see. And you know also, you will see more and more and more healers rising up. You will see more and more and more enlightened, awakened people rising up. The world is changing. It has already changed on a conscious vibration. It has already evolved consciously. Now, watch the people evolve. Watch them change. Watch everyone become awakened to truth of spirit. Watch people begin to connect with spirit. Watch the world change. All paradigms and all systems that can no longer keep up with a new level that the world has evolved and the universe has evolved consciously. It has evolved. I know this. Trust me when I say this to you. There were some things, I'm not going to get into the experience that I had too deeply because it's too deep. And sometimes ears are not ready to hear what I have to say. So I will teach only what I know you are ready to accept. So you will see the world evolving spiritually, consciously, energetically. A shift in consciousness where people will realize, and they already are, you hear it all over the world, where people are realizing truth, where people are beginning to open their eyes and awaken. They are. This is going to be happening on a global scale all over the world. Now, one of the reasons why I know this, I'm only going to say this. There are some people that are born in this world and placed in the earth for a specific reason, and at a certain time God or Creator will awaken them. And one of the reasons why I know this will happen in the earth is because that's when I was awakened, and I did some things and was responsible for doing some things spiritually and energetically. Yes, like I said in the beginning of this video, when one person raises their vibration, one person raises their frequency, one person send out positive thoughts, it affects the world, it affects the universe, because you are the universe. You and the universe are one vibration. So we affect the world, we affect the universe. The world will give back to us what we give to it. So watch your thoughts, watch your vibration, watch your energy. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more, you see, because I know that this is an ASMR channel. It's not a channel where we speak. And so the videos that I have been making have turned a little bit different into a shaman. Why a shaman, you say? Why a mystic? Because during the experience, mukti, that is what I became. And so what I'm trying to do with the videos is trying to create what I cannot describe with words, and trying to bring to view or life what was happening on a spiritual level, and trying to teach that way. But there's not much talking in the videos. There's not much elaboration on things. So maybe every so often I'm going to make a video like this and speak a little bit. But yes, what is happening to the whole world right now, when you look at the whole, I know what it is. The whole shutdown, the whole pandemic, everything that you see is a part of a design that must be. What happened was a lot of people don't know what's happening, or maybe a lot of what was happening during this time is that the world, the universe evolved on a conscious level, spiritual level, energetic level. It evolved, and it is still evolving. We will continue to evolve, and there is so much that will be changed. There is so much that will fall away. There is so much that is brand spanking new that you will not see immediately, but that you will see eventually. Slowly, you will see change in the whole world. So I don't want to talk too much, because I sure can do that. But I would just like to say thank you for being a part of this spiritual journey that I am living, this spiritual life. Thank you for watching what is my deepest desire. It has always been a desire in my soul to teach about the things of the spirit. And now, finally, I see clearly the truth. And that is from that point that I am going to be sharing. So You can expect a lot of that in my upcoming videos, and it is a place. It's a channel where you come to learn, to grow, to evolve, and I am trying to get everything right to make it where finally I have designed and created exactly what I want to teach with. But I haven't gotten there yet. Working on it. It's a work in progress. And so thank you so much for being a part of this journey. It's a spiritual life, a spiritual journey. You are a divine spiritual being. You are a divine spiritual being. Do not forget this. Namaste.